Hi guys, let's start with some breaths up and then we'll get going. So go up with your inhale and down. Ah, and up and down. Hello. Up and down and one more. Uh-huh. And then we're going to come up to our calves, meaning our feet get more parallel, and go up and down and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, and both heels lift and lower and up. Good. And you're going to try to keep the heels straight up and down, meaning don't let them kick out. It's almost like you have a tennis ball between your ankles. Up and down and two. Polly, did you get a kitty? And up and then down. Now, if you have a foam roller, grab it. If you don't, just get to the floor. We're gonna lie on our back sides and we're gonna put the foam roller, if you have it, underneath your feet. If you don't worry. We're going to do bridges with the feet on the floor. If you don't have a foam roller, we're gonna curl up and down. We're gonna curl up and down and curl up and down and up. Now when you do this, you want to feel your glutes are working. You want to feel your hamstrings are working. You want to feel both hips are level. That looks good. Good, Polly. Up and down. Nice. And just feel the glutes. Both of them should be firing. Now we're going to just take a couple more and then we're going to stretch. Lower your fanny and then take your hands to your feet and pull your knees down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you're going to let your feet come back on the roller. And then if you can, go up with 1 foot in the air and 1 foot on the roller or the floor. And then lift up and down 10 times. The option also, hi Michelle, is to leave both feet down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let that foot down. Lift your left leg up. Go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower that foot. Lower your spine. Take your hands in to your feet. Pull your knees down by the sides. 5, just a little gentle stretch. Yeah, any kind of stretch that works, but Polly, that's great. Now we're going to let the feet come back onto the roller. Curl your spine up. Now once you're there, you're going to lower your right leg towards the front of the room and then back up. You're going to try that 10 times. And the option is to go up and down with both feet on the floor for a bridge if this one doesn't serve you. 5, 4 more, 3 more, 2, 1. Lower the foot, take the other foot up, and lower and lift, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower that foot. Take your inhale and curl down, and then hug your legs in. Take a little rock right and left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to take the legs long. I'm going to move the foam roller out of the way a little bit. Take the legs long and lift up one leg. Who's that? Hello. And go circles. And 2. Hello. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And your ribs are down. 7, 8, 9. Now go the other way. We're going to draw circles. 1, low. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the bigger the circle, the harder it is to keep the ribs down. So that's how you can make it easier, is to keep that circle small. Hug that leg up towards the sky in a hamstring stretch. Point and flex while spreading out the toes. And point and flex. And then take your other leg up. You're going to take your left leg up, draw some circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the other way. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now your hands can go underneath that thigh, and you can point and flex, and you can spread out the toes, spread them out, spread them out. And we'll put both legs up, and you can draw some circles here with your ankles, and each way. Now we're going to take both feet up and draw a circle, and then go the other direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Good. Ribs are down. 9. We're shooting for 10. Legs are squeezing towards each other. 10, and hug both legs in. Perfect. Now the fingertips can come behind the head. Lift up your shoulders and take your right shoulder towards your left knee, and your left shoulder towards your right knee, your right shoulder towards your left knee in rotation, crisscross. If that's too hard on your neck, you can just do the leg portion. If it's still too hard, go more vertical. Otherwise, the shoulders are both off the mat as you turn, and you can add that the heel leads the way and your toes pull back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take your hands to your feet and let your knees be wider. 5, 4, 3, 2. And before we head out, let's just take the right ankle to the left thigh, reach your hands through the window, and you can do a little rock here. 5. This is a hip stretch. 4, 3, 2, and then take your left ankle to your right thigh and reach your hands through the window and rock a little. 3, 4, good. 7, 8, 9, and then 10. And we're going to turn over onto our belly and do a little bit of swan. I'll remove this. If you need to sit, grab it. If you would like your roller, you can do the swan on the roller. If you're on the floor, that works out well too. The swan just gets you a little bit more height too. Your arms will go like a Y or a V, with your inhale lifting you up and your exhale lowering you. Good. And you're up. Now you can do this on the floor too. Yep. Good, Polly. Go up. Yeah. Nice. And as you go up, you're inhaling. That usually will help. And you're also pulling your belly up Oh, Betty looks great. Go up and up and up and up. Now, you can stay up on this next one wherever you are. We're going to hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower yourself back down, and you can get rid of the roller if you have it. You're going to interlace your, or you're going to release it out of the way. You're going to interlace your fingers, but if your fingers don't touch, just let the hands be beside your hips. Lift up, inhale, breathe. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch your hands or just leave them beside your hips and then go up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then child pose or whatever rest pose helps you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come to your hands and your knees. Now this is a square push-up. So you're going to bend your elbows and then straighten. Bend your elbows and then straighten. Inhale and exhale. And bend and straighten. You got it. I like how you're keeping your shoulder blades down the back. I like how your head is in line with your shoulders, so you're making sure the head doesn't droop. Inhale and exhale. Now this is optional, but you can add on a spring up. Yes, and then you land like a cat and you come back up. And you land like a cat and you come back up. Otherwise, you can keep doing that. Springy. 4, up. 5, 6, you got it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, perfect. You can take a child pose, press the hips back, arms go in front or under your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come out. We'll go through an elbow down plank. Now, if you prefer to be on your hands, you can do that. You can do the plank on your toes. You can also do this on your knees if that is a modification that would help you by shortening that lever. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to rest our pelvis and either be on your elbows or your hands into a swan. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. We're going to put our elbow down and turn to the side. Now you can modify by being on your knee, or you can make it harder by being on your foot. Come up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower your hip, and then let's go to the other side. We're going to take our elbow down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hip down. And then come back to the front plank facing the floor. We're going to do a little shift here. So from your forearms in plank, you're going to push your hips up. It's going to stretch out the calves, and then you're going to shift back to plank. You're going to lift your hips, and then you're gonna go to plank. You're gonna lift your hips, and then you're gonna go to plank. You're gonna lift your hips, and then you're gonna go to plank. And up, and plank. 2 more, up, pause, and then lower your pelvis. Now your your elbows are on the floor, or you can push yourself up with a swan. Now let your neck soften. 5, 4, good. Nice, Pam. 3, 2, lower yourself back down. Now we're gonna do the side plank. When you're up here, we're gonna take our hand behind our head, go up, and then if you can add rotation just from the waist up. So not the hips, or the legs, but just the torso. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower your hip and let's go to the other side. Elbow underneath you, hand behind your head. Come up, and you're going to take that hand behind your head and rotate your torso, but not your legs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Great. Go back. We're going to do another series on the forearm. Let your elbows be underneath your shoulders. Come up to your plank and push forward through your toes. Drop back through your heels. Push forward through your toes. Drop back through your heels. And your lower abs are working hard here. 5, to keep that low back from swaying. 4, everybody looks good. 3, there she is, good Pam. 2, rest that pelvis. You're in an elbow position or your hands. Swan. Now while we're here, we're gonna look over our shoulder to the left and just gently stretch the neck. Inhale forward and exhale, look over your shoulder to the right, stretch the neck. Inhale forward and exhale, lower, and go to your side plank again. Elbow underneath your shoulder. Take this hand on your thigh. We're going to go up and over with our hand and lifting our hips. And then your hand comes back to your hip and you lower it a little bit. Don't go all the way down to the ground though with your hip. And inhale. 3 and 4, 5, 6, and I know these are hard, so if you need to go to your knee, you can. 7, 8, 9, and then you're going to lower that hip. You're going to go to the other side. Take your elbow down. Take your legs long. Take your hand to your hip. Go up and over, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, 1 more, and on the 10th, come back to your pelvis. If you would like a sit, grab it. You can also then go into a bound angle, which is where your feet soles are together, and you lean forward with your inner thighs, and your hips sometimes feel this too. Feel that stretch on the inner thighs. Good. Looks good, Betty. Looks good. 5. Just kind of releasing any tension. 4. 3, 2, take another inhale, and then as you exhale, come up. Now the next one is going to be reverse table. So your feet are on the floor, your hands are behind you, lift up, good, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then lower your hips. Now we're going to take a little hand together position and roll the wrist. Yep, and then roll them the other way. Terrific. We're going to add on to that table. It's going to be tricep dips, or you can do the table that we just did. Fingertips, hands behind you, lift your hips. Now lift your hips like you're a table, but now bend your elbows. Now straighten your elbows and lift your hips. Bend your elbows and straighten and bend and straighten. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect job. Come back. This time take your hand down, pull your fingers back. 5, shoulders down the back. 4, you can sit any way you want. 3, just going to stretch the hands. 2, try the other side. Fingers down. Good, we're going to do both ways. Good. Switch whichever way your hand was so that you're doing the other side. So Polly, you'll do fingers down this time. Yeah, that's okay. Awesome, and then the other. Perfect. Now you're going to take the foam roller underneath your ankle or your calf, or you can do this on the floor. Reverse plank. This is a longer lever. Either way is fine, with the roller, without. The option could be also that you modify with the table like we did earlier. Let your calves, ankles on the foam roller and go up with your exhale. Hold, hips are up. 10, 9, good. And you're probably looking at your toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale, lower those down. Nice job. We're going to lift our feet and hold them in your hands. That's a balance pose, so your feet are off the floor. If you would like to extend, you can make this harder and hold 10. Otherwise, it's a balance pose with your feet hovering. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and on the exhale, let the feet back down. Now we're going to take the rollbacks. Inhale, feet on the floor, roll back and up. Now you are going to decide how low you go based on if you can get back up. Your gaze will shift as you go down. You're lowering your gaze so that your neck has an imaginary pomegranate underneath it. Good, Pam. You could go all the way back and up and over. You could go all the way back and up and over. And all the way back and up and over. Take 3 more of whichever one you're doing. 2 and 1. Roll down and then slide your legs up. Now once your legs in the air, take little scissors. Right here you're going to feel your abs. If you would like to make it harder, lift your shoulder blades and lower one leg, and then lift your other leg and change places. So it's almost like you're a pair of scissors. You're sneaking in a hamstring stretch each time. If it's too hard on your neck, you can stay down in the head and shorten how low those legs go. Pull your toes back if you would like. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest for a moment. Lift up both legs and lower them a little, and then lift them a little, like you're just gluing the thighs together like there's a red ribbon between them. If you would like to add on, take your hands behind your head, lift up your shoulder blades, lower your legs lower. That's a harder variation, so if it's too hard, just do a little bit of a leg movement. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and then recover. Really good. Now let your legs pretend there's a bicycle in the air. Let them bicycle. And if you want it harder, bicycle away from you. If you would like, come up. That's a lot harder. 5 times. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And then come up. Very good. We're going to grab a sip and we're going to meet in all fours, hands and knees. So you're going to grab a sip if you want, and then hands and knees. With hands and knees, you're going to take the shins and toes off the floor. That's going to make the balance challenge harder. If it's too hard, lower them. Right arm and left leg extend. Round your elbow to your knee. And then extend. Round your elbow to your knee, and then extend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then put that down. We're going to go to the other side. Left hand, right knee. Good girl. 1, yep. 2, that's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nice, 9, and then recover, rest your low back. And if you want a little bit of an extra stretch, bend your elbows and pat yourself on the back like a tricep. Add on. Come down to a forearm plank. Let your elbows go underneath your shoulders. Push your legs long and hold here. We're going to add on a little tilt left with the pelvis and a tilt right. Good, Pam. A little bit of a funky plank. Left hip down, then the right hip. It's just a little rotation. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Now we're going to turn to the side. The option here is to hold your plank, and if you'd like to add on, we're going to do some arm circles. So I'm actually going to get away from the wall a little bit so that I can get some range of motion. So when you're up and you go up, you're going to take your arm into these circles. 5 one way, and think about stretching but keeping your body stable. Now we're going to go the other way. Back. 4. Ooh, good. 2 should feel good on your shoulder and stable on your body. Now we're going to lower that hip, go to the other side, hip down, arm up, circle, go the other way, very good, and then relax there. Perfect. We're going to take the feet in front of us. Now this is a little different. Arms frame your face. If you can, roll down. Now maybe that you just do a little one, but if you can, you're gonna roll down with the frame to face. And up and over, 5. Just 5 of whatever you're doing. 4. Picture frame. 3. 2. And 1. And full body stretch. Shift through your arms, shift through your legs, and we're going to take the right knee down, twist. The left hand can help out that knee. The right arm can go out, and let your exhale release any tension. Now take an inhale, and on your exhale, switch it up. Your right leg goes long, and take your left knee down, and your left arm goes out. Your right hand can help that knee, and then exhale. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now when you're ready, slide your back to the floor again. And you're going to curl your spine up with the bridge. Now at bridge, you're at the top. We're going to add a tiny little set of pulses, so maybe 1 to 2 inches. So when you're ready, add 10 little pulses at the top of your bridge. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now your knees can touch, and it's almost like you have a penny between your knees. Do 10 little pulses here. This is called internal rotation. 8, 9. Now you're going to open up your knees a little wider and do 10 little pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you're going to be neutral, knees over the heels. The next 10 pulses is with a leg up. So when you're ready, one leg's up and one leg does 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let that foot down. Lift the other leg up, and we're going to do 10 little pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that foot comes down. Option, lift your heels. All right, now once your heels are up, 10 little pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now one foot up. This is an option. The other heel's still off the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower that foot, lift your other leg up, and do 10 little pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower that foot, lower your spine, and then take the happy baby, hands to your feet, and you might even open up the big toe or the pinky toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, your left foot's going to be on the floor and your right leg up. You can take a basic crunch, or you can climb up the tree. and then down. You can climb up a tree and then down, and climb up a tree and then down. 2, take one more, and then we're going to switch it up. So take your left leg up, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now both feet are going to cross. If you need a sip, grab a sip. We're getting ready to do something called 21, which is 21 planks in a row. If you'd like to modify, be on your knees and your hands or your forearms, but if you'd like to keep, or you could do fewer. So basic first start position is the plank, the elbow down, and you're holding long enough to get your form cues correct, and then line, and then you're going to turn to one side. So this is side plank for 2. Now you're going to come back to a front plank, and you're going to make that 3. Now you're going to turn, and this is 4. Now you're going to do front plank. This is 5. Open up. 6. Forearm plank. 7. Open up. 8. Forearm plank. 9. Open up. 10. Now just do this at your own pace. 11. 12. 13. 14. Looking good. 15. 16. 17. Good, Polly. 18. Cat-cow feels nice. 19. 20. And then rest. We're going to meet in a cat-cow and make it a little mobility exercise where you stretch your back in a flexion, like you're looking at your belly button, and then in an extension. Flexion, extension. Now if you want this harder, curl your toes, lift up your knees and do that. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion, extension. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, when you're ready, your shins can come down, your toes can curl under, and you're in a slight you're in a child pose with a slight foot stretch or a big foot stretch, depending on how hard you push. Come back to your hands and knees and imagine you have a paintbrush on your pelvis, and you're going to draw the biggest circle on the wall behind you with your pelvis. This is a back stretch and mobility exercise. Keep the breathing regular. In other words, don't hold the breath. Go the other way. Now belly down. You're going to take an inhale to lift your back, and then let your hands push you up. And an exhale to lower your belly and lift up both legs. Bye, Polly. Thank you. Good luck with farming. Bye. Talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Upper body, legs, upper body, and legs. Upper body and legs. Upper body and legs. Now you're going to stay in the upper body. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower yourself back down onto your hands or your elbows, your forearms, and then lift one leg and then lift the other. Lift one leg and lift the other. Right and left. And that is a great move just for the glutes and the hamstrings to stay strong. But if you would like to add on your arms, you can take your right arm and your left leg up at the same time, and then your left arm and your right leg up at the same time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2. Now rest any way you need to, which could be a windshield wipe, it could be a child pose. Good, Jean. Good, Pam. All right, we're going to do breaststroking here. The That inhale can I'm going to move away from the wall. You're going to circle your arms just like a breaststroke. Big stroke. Up. 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 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now, if you would like to add on the knees bending and you can reach for your hands, then lift. Great. If that doesn't work out, just hold on to one foot. We'll do it twice. Good. Breathe and neck soft. And then lower. We're going to do it one more time. Go up. And then lower. And then come into a squat posture. Now, if squat doesn't serve you today, you can do happy baby. Otherwise, the feet can be open. The hands can go down the middle, and this is also us getting a forearm stretch. That feels great. Good, Jean. That's it. Sometimes that little wider position helps. You also feel your low back, your inner thighs. Push out a little bit with one side. Negotiating cowgirl. Good. And then the other. Push out. Nice. And we're going to take the one leg down, so just shift and lean forward. Now your belly is adding weight to your thigh, or your chest is adding weight to your thigh. That lower leg is getting a stretch. And that helps with the foot, that helps with the hamstring, that helps with the back. Next, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Exhale, switch up that foot. Take the other foot next to you, shift forward. Five, 4, 3, 2, and now on the one, I want to just give you the option of a down dog, up dog articulation. If that doesn't serve you, if you prefer to do a cat cow or a forearm plank, you can do that as well. Please find which one serves you. They all stabilize the shoulders and they all help with the spine and stretch. So you lift your heels and then you try to articulate lumbar, middle, and upper back. And then you shift into an up dog. And that's a big upper back stretch, strong hands. Tuck your chin, curl, upper back, middle back, lower back. Lift your heels, lower back, middle back, upper back. Tuck your chin, upper back, middle, lower. And up. And tuck. And up. And tuck. And up. And tuck. Now, hold the calf stretch, which is down dog. And if you would like to add on, put your left foot on your right heel and make it a little bit more isolating on one side. 10, The left foot can now come down and the right foot can push on that left heel. Both heels down. Now, when you're ready, come back to your shins. Let your feet in front and take the arms up and behind, and then lift up your heart, bend the elbows a little, and feel the shoulders and the chest. And really overly soften the elbows because it's so easy to have them bend backwards here. Inhale. And then exhale and come back. This time, take your legs pretty wide, like a V. Inhale. And exhale forward. And you might relax your neck along the way, like you're just releasing tension. Just kind of shake it, or even the shoulders. And let both hands come over to one foot and just reach for that. You can release your neck anytime you need it. You might just shake it out. Yeah, let's do it all, Pam. 10. You can stay as you are, or if you like to do that flip, you can, where you rotate your arm, your torso. I like to stretch the toes here too, just see what you can. Yeah, that arm sometimes helps keep you on the inside. Breathe into the rib cage that's higher. And you can walk over to the other leg and just kind of reach forward to your shin, maybe your foot. You might add that little rotation where your hand goes towards the foot and you roll your ribs open. Good. I love the little rotational movements, Jean. That's so nice. You feel these different fibers. And I can definitely feel more on my right side generally, so you may feel something too, differently. Oh. Breathe. You can go down the middle as well. You can just release your neck along the way. Just keep on. Go to the side of the puppy, whatever works for you. 2, and then inhale to come back up, and then I want you to sit however you want to, and take a right hand behind you, kind of like you're just patting yourself on the back. Your left hand can come up. If you cannot reach today, you can always use the Dynaband. And that's it. I like that. So I'm just going to give a little additional cue. The jawline is parallel to the floor. Your head is pulled back and not forward, so that from the side your ear's in line with the shoulder. Your ribs are gently pulled down so they're over the pelvis, or floating over the pelvis. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower that down, and if you need a little bit of mobility, go for it. And then we're going to take the other side. Good, Jean. That's it. Now breathe. Oh, looks good. And now this is one more. The palms in prayer, but behind you. So take the hands in prayer behind you. And what I'll do is show you, just to confirm. It looks like that, but if it doesn't work out, just do that, a little interlaced. Now the shoulders open. You see how they sometimes want to draw forward. I like it. Okay, now we'll add the breath. And just let a big sigh and let everything go. So take a moment just to relax. One hand can be on the heart and the other can be over that hand, as if both hands are connecting to your heart. Now let the inhale go into your nose and really try to expand your belly almost as big as you can. And then exhale almost like you're trying to get rid of every ounce of air. Inhale, expand. Big belly. The breath will go up to your heart. Exhale, get rid of everything. Like you're squeezing the last bit of old water out of a wash rag. One more time, inhale. Now take a moment to notice how you feel. Just take a moment to recognize that you're bigger than the emotional inflections that happen during the day. You're so much more than those. And that deep breathing can help regulate the hormones, the nervous system, the body back into an easeful spot, an easeful place. So you know you have that tool when you need it to come back into balance, back into peace. And so we'll set an intention today to maintain that intimacy with that peace and that calm. And so that way when you feel like you get a little unregulated, just even a 1 or a 2 on a scale from 1 to 10, you can take those deep breaths, connect with your heart, and remember that you're so much more than the emotional flexions that happen to us, and bring yourself back towards that calm. And whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come back into the room. Right, Jean? Good, just like, yay. Good job. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you so much.